So we're going to be having a little look at rounding to significant figures now. Now, significant figures are a little bit more complicated than rounding to decimal places, and there's a few kind of annoying rules to know about. So we're going to be having a little look at the rules just now and what significant figures actually are. So first off, all non-zero digits are significant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are all said to be significant. So for example, if we had the number 1234, we would say this number has 4 significant figures in it, okay, because each of these is a non-zero number, so they are significant. We would also say both of these are significant, 1.2, okay, because these are both non-zero numbers, so we would say 1.2 has 2 significant figures. Now, zeros between non-zero digits are significant. So what I mean by that is zeros that are sandwiched between 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, or 9s are significant. It doesn't matter how many zeros there are. It could be a 1 and then 100 zeros, then a 2. All of those zeros would be significant. So 1002 has 4 significant figures because these zeros are in between non-zero numbers. 3.07 is said to have 3 significant figures because this 0 is sandwiched between a 3 and a 7. So zeros are significant when they are sandwiched between non-zero numbers. Now, zeros to the left of non-zero numbers are not significant. So for example, if we had 0.002, these zeros, these are not sandwiched between non-zero numbers, okay? They're just to the left of a non-zero number. These are not significant. So this number just has 1 significant figure, okay? Though 2 is the only significant figure here. This one, 0.0104, well, these 2 zeros are not significant because they're to the left. However, this is significant because it's a non-zero number. This 0 is significant because it's in between 2 significant figures. And this is significant as well. So this number has 3 significant figures. Trailing zeros, okay, so trailing zeros are zeros to the right of numbers are also not significant, okay? So 123,000, that has 3 significant figures because that's significant, that's significant, that's significant, but these are not, these zeros are not significant. Okay, how many zeros does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 million only has 1 significant figure because obviously our 3 is significant, but these zeros are not significant. Now, this is a little bit of an annoying one. I don't particularly want you to worry about this one. So we're actually just not going to mention it. It's more of a national 5 thing. So these 4 are your rules that you're going to be looking at just now. Okay, so when we are rounding to a specific number of significant figures, most of the rules are actually just the same as rounding to decimal places. So let's just go ahead and do it. So we are first off going to be looking at the number 5,233. Okay, and we're rounding to 1 significant figure. Now, the difference here is when we were rounding to the nearest 10, the nearest 100, the nearest whole number, or whatever, we were highlighting the place value column that was important, okay? In this one, we're highlighting the significant figure that is important. So this number has 4 significant figures in it. This is the first significant figure, that's the second significant figure, that's the third significant figure, that's the fourth significant figure. I'm wanting to round to 1 significant figure. So this, being the first significant figure, is the important one here. So this is where it becomes exactly the same as decimal places and rounded to the nearest 100, etc. We look at the number to the right of that. If this is a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then this number is not changed. If this number is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, this number rounds up. So, to round to one significant figure, the 5 remains the same, but my answer just isn't 5, okay, because, you know, you're rounding 5,233. So, you still need to remember your place values here. This represents 5,000, not just 5. So if I want to write 5,000, I do need to pop in the zeros here. So rounding this to one significant figure is 5,000. Okay, next one. I am rounding 0.0273 to two significant figures. So first off, you have to identify which numbers are not significant, which are significant. So these two are not significant, but these three are. So this number currently has three significant figures. This being the first significant figure, this being the second significant figure, and this being the third significant figure. So if I want to round to two significant figures, this is the column I'm interested in. So then I look to the right. If this number is a 0, 1, 2, or 3, or 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then this number remains unchanged. So this becomes 0.027. Now I do not need to add a 0 in here because 0.0270 is just the same as 0.027. Okay, so simply it's just 0.027. And the last one, I'm going to round 155.34 to two significant figures. So work out how many significant figures there are in your number. This one has 5 significant figures. All of our figures are significant. This being the first significant figure, second significant figure, third, fourth, and fifth significant figure. So I'm rounding to the second significant figure, round to two significant figures. So this is my important one. I look one to the right. If this number is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, this number rounds up. So this becomes 1, 6. Now again, it's really important to remember your place values. This 5 here represents 10 lots of 5. This represents 155. So this represents 160. So you need to put the 0 in there. Now you do not need to put 0.00 because 160.00 is the same as 160. So you just leave it as 160.